much power do you need to run a print farm, 3D print farm? I've had some comments about how we're relocating our print farm here, and it's still a work in progress. But something that came up on our live stream last week was, that requires thousands of watts of power. And well, if you had a large enough print farm, yes, it would require thousands of watts of power, but that's not what I have here. So I'm going to give you some examples. People have said, you can only put 1 or 2 3D printers on a circuit, or you're going to overload it. Well, first, a reminder, if you've been watching my channel for a while, I am a retired electrician. I've worked in the field for 42 years. So I know a little bit about this stuff. I also have an engineering degree, electrical engineering. So yeah, I know about this. So let's go by National Electric Code. So let's say you have a 20 amp circuit. You're allowed to load that to 80%, that's 16 amps. If you have a 15 amp circuit, you're allowed to load it to 80%, that's 12 amps. So what do these 3D printers draw? How much do they draw a piece? Well, I looked it up. I know the Kingrunes, the little ones, they are 200 watts each, and that's 1.6 amps. So how do you get amps from watts? You take the number of watts and divide it by the line voltage, which is a nominal 120 volts. So 200 divided by 120 is 1.6. So there's 1.6 amps. There's 2 of those running over there. So just to round things up, we're going to call that 4 amps. Then I have one P1S running over there right now. That is 350 watts. That's 2.92 amps. We're going to call it 3 amps. So now I'm up to 7 amps. I have 2 A1s over there, which also draw 350 watts. So that's 3 amps, so there's 6. So now I'm up to 12 amps. And then I have one Ender 3 over there at 270 watts, that's 2.25 amps. So let's say I'm at 15 amps. So I'm under 16 amps, but here's the thing, there's 2 circuits over there and it's split. So I am nowhere near capacity on that circuit. My X1 carbons, I don't have those moved down here, or my other Ender printers are going to get moved down here too. They will be on yet a separate circuit from where those are. When I did move the print farm down here, I did run 2 dedicated 20 amp circuits over there to that long counter, and I have plug-in strips on the back for plugging all the printers in. I'll be doing something a little bit smaller scale on this side over here. I may move the A1s over to this. You can't see it, it's off camera. But I've got another 90-degree table over here. I'll probably move the A1s and possibly the Ender 3 V3SE over to this table and put the P1S and the 2 X1 carbons on that counter, because the Core XYs vibrate quite a bit, and that is extremely solid over there. These, what I call bed slingers, a lot of people call them bed slingers, they don't produce near the vibration. And if the table does happen to find out that the table is not strong enough for it, I'll do something else and probably put a heavier counter over there. So to answer your question about how much power a 3D printer it draws and how many you can put on a circuit, again, take the watts of the printer, and it's usually marked on the printer somewhere. Otherwise, you can look up the manufacturer and look up the specs on it. Divide that by your line voltage. If you're in the United States, it's going to be 120 volts, and that'll give you your amps. Then you need to check your circuit, see if it's a 15 amp circuit or a 20 amp circuit. Me being an electrician, everything in this house is a 20 amp circuit. I didn't run any 15 amp circuits at all. So that being said, calculate it from there. Again, if you have a 15 amp circuit, don't exceed 12 amps. If you have a 20 amp circuit, don't exceed 16 amps on that circuit. So hope that was informative and you got something out of this. And if you did, I'll appreciate getting a thumbs up. That always helps the channel. I'm Roger in the shop office, Print Farm. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.